Hi, boys and girls. We are going to talk about trend lines now. Before we do that, though, shout out to Adelise on her amazing perfect test score. I'm proud of your hard work. Keep it up. So, trend lines, what are they? Let's see. All right, let's try to make this quick. So, trend lines, they can also be called lines of best fit. So that's when we have data, and all we're going to be talking about are linear relationships or scatter plots that follow linear relationships. And when they're close to a linear relationship, we can take a line, kind of like the line that's drawn here, and fit it to the data. And we say this line models the data. It follows the trend or the pattern in the data. It's not perfect. Sometimes the data points are closer together than others. So if we look at this graph here, we have a somewhat strong positive linear association. So it's going up from left to right. And there, if we were to draw that box around it, okay, we can draw a box. That means that it's almost linear. The importance of using the trend line is that we can make predictions. So if we wanted to predict what is the amount of money going to be when the temperature is, I'm not entirely sure what this is measuring, but we're talking about the money raised when we have a temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. So here's 16 degrees. We can go up to where it hits the line. It hits the line right there. We look over here. It's a little bit above 300. So we can say that maybe at 16 degrees Celsius, we have about $310. Okay, you can make other predictions. So you can do like when it's $600, if we go over here, $600 means that the temperature is going to be about maybe 24.5 degrees Celsius. So you can make predictions starting with the y variable also. So trend lines help us to make predictions. Let's look at another one. Here, this data is approximately linear. We draw a box. Okay, our shape is a rectangle, so if we can draw a rectangle, that means it's almost linear. And the association is negative because we're going down from left to right. Okay, so we have a linear negative association. Here we have the trend line, and we can use this trend line now. So let's say when we have 20, that's not where 20 is. So 20, okay, I don't know what we're measuring here, but when we go over to the trend line, 20 is a little bit under 80, so maybe 78 there. Okay, if we want to look at 80, so here we go up to 80, and then we go over 80 is just, I don't know, maybe about 5 over here. So the trend line helps us to make predictions. So I'm going to have you try to make a couple predictions on this next graph. All right, so first thing, describe the association. Okay, so as the minutes are played in basketball, how does the number of points change? As the number of minutes played changes, how does the number of points scored change? Is it linear? Is it nonlinear? Is it positive? Is it negative? As the minutes increases, do the points increase or do the points decrease? Then 2, predict the number of points for 28 minutes. And then 3, predict the number of minutes for 12 points. Okay, so answer those 3 questions, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.